The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you rarely see atmosphere like this. The River folk certainly have lived up to their reputation in their noisy, boisterous, colourful, near mesmeric display. Oh, shooting chance! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
That's really well cleared. River Plate have the chance to go the other way. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And this is Shevchenko. Robertson. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Saka. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Saka showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he welcomes it in. Fernandes. That's a sharp pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Saka in acres of space out wide. So it is still 0-0. Fernandes looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. In by Saka. And a header! Goal! Spain! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Mikel Oyarzabal, and he's been shifted off it. Saka. Sucic. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Corner number 2 then. Cross flung in. Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka. And he's managed to get rid. Camavinga. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide. Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There's the delivery. Cleared away.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Kane, lobbed in behind.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Saka. Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception. That's a cute ball. Shoots! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to...
He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Camavinga.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Threads one in. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here. Alexander-Arnold tries to... shapes to shoot! Oh, good finish! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless... And that is all they have time for. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Spain are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Corner it is. They've played it short. Now it's Fernandez. Here it is, crossed in. And now they can spring out of defence. Molina. And Jamal. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Aimed beyond the defence. Saka. Alexander-Arnold. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has 2. Spain now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Spain really could have done without this. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
River Plate cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Shevchenko currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
That's been cut out, well played. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That looks a cracking ball.
River Plate really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. Saka! It's fallen loose again! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 5.
Spain have their third corner.
Número 44.
Fagioli is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kane. And back to the keeper they go. Schlotterbeck. Vardio. Keeper's got good distance on that. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Jimenez. Played into space. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Fernandez.
This is the time you need that pace. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Kane. And he's intervened well there. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Sucic. Good take, and is he in? Now it's Kane. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Great defending, strong and determined.
River Plate really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And this is Son Heung-min. And it's Fascioli. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ambitious ball here. And that has not gone well. And that's a goal kick. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
The final seconds now. Now it's Kane. Camavinga. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. Neither side especially adventurous early on. It's a good foot in there. Messi. Kubasi. Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. Thinks about the shot. Here comes the cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Back in once more. And that has been knocked clear. That's a good ball. Dani Olmo, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. That has been slung wide. Van Dijk makes the interception. Bellingham. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. Not the most accurate pass. Kubasi. Oh, they could be caught out here. And Shevchenko! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Shevchenko probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Molina pokes it out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Rooney.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Rooney. And claimed it back swiftly. Dani Olmo! Oh, a very decent attempt. The ball has bounced loose now. There's a sharp little ball here. And here's Ferran Torres. It's a good spell of possession, this. And here's Rooney. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. Now this goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Messi. He has found the way through. Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that should get the job done. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run. This might spell danger. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Dani Olmo plays the game a step. So a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around. And I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Nicely shaped ball. Yamal gets into a good position.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rooney. Now, what about a counter-attack? He is through here. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way, and a shot! It's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ferran Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nice control. Fabian Ruiz, aimed at the far side. Terrific effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the keeper beats it away. Real chance! Goal! Spain! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And he's got away from it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a throw. Oh, such a clever touch. Pedri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, what a mistake! There's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Oh, that is asking for... He's having a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ferrand, a header! Goal! But oh, it's offside.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Fabian Ruiz. Gavi. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, what has happened here? And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Gavi gets across and... Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pass is just off target. Gavi! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Could be danger here. And that's got behind for a goal kick. Oh no, this does not look... And the finish! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Spain are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's neat. Llorente, in by Llorente. And he's there to clear it. And it's Rodri. And here's Oyarzabal. Great chance! Pedri with the short one. And that's been drilled in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very...
There's the shot! He's being... Ferran Torres! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Stones clears it away. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now, can they get him away? That's an excellent interception. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Not a hint of offside here. Kim Min-jae. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Molina. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he whips it in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Kane. That has been cut short. Now it's Madueke, and it's Bellingham. Now it's Shevchenko. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's in plenty of space here. And a chance! Goal! Spain! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
22 minutes is number 11, Andrei Shevchenko.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Kim Min-jae. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's on, and the shot! Bellingham. Pinches it off him. Kim Min-jae. Molina. This is a promising build-up. No, that's been intercepted. Over to the right flank. Now it's Madueke. He's gone forward. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to belt it away. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Played out to the left flank. Bellingham. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Swings in across. And the ball's come loose here. Big chance! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That ball looks a good one. He's rising! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Camavinga coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tries to pass it through. Now the delivery. Header! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ah, lovely feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been slung wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Ferran Torres.
There will be
Serginho.
added time.
It's Camavinga. And here's Shevchenko. He's going for goal. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's taking no chances there. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Just a quick announcement.
Well,
It is
for
now
me, it's a
time for
lead
our
that's
special
thoroughly
moderator.
deserved, Peter.
Please grab
They've
the
been
tickets you were
quicker
given
to
when you
pretty
were
much
walking through the
everything
gate.
so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Spain have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And we are back underway. This looks promising. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 48 minutes is number 18, Ferran Torres.
Spain are having a ball here. Not the most accurate pass. And it's been given away. That looks a cracking ball. So much time and space here. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Pickford, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a promising position. Oh, shooting chance! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Spain certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That has not gone well. Simeone, he has found a way through. Anderson.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. That's a sharp pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Shevchenko needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
So we've reached the hour mark. There's the crossfield ball. And it's Serginho. Aimed beyond the defence. Delivered low. Oh, important interception. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Spain, after 64 minutes, is number 4, Vardy.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Number 10, Bellingham.
Stones.
Coming on to replace him is
And it's Rice.
number 21,
Eze. And they win it back again. Simeone. Chance here to counter. It's Camavinga. And it's Molina. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great chance! He's put it wide. Konsa, Anderson, spread to the right. Can he get it through? James is in a really good position out wide. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Eze. And here's Madueke. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Eze. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. England have opted to make another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Coming on the field, number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 16, Mainu.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Camavinga, and he's worked it through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And that should get the job done. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 79 minutes is
Mainu.
number 27, Serginho.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Eze. And here's Saka. Ball's out once more. And he gets rid in a hurry. Kovacic. Now it's Ferran Torres. Serginho. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. The final 5 minutes. Schlotterbeck has a look and plays it forward. Mainu. It's Saka.
Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Camavinga. Menu. Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga.
4 added minutes
Lovely
has
pass,
been
but
indicated.
can he get there? Loose ball. In he goes again! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Juliano Simeone.
Stones. And it's Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Simeone, he's found a way through. He's looking wide. Gordon. And here's the chance to counter. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. That's been cut out, well played. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Alcanus. Can he get it through? Ball swung in. Nice interception, well timed. And here's the chance to counter. Played out towards the right wing. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Shevchenko! And he's quick to get rid. Crosses it in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Brahim Diaz. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Not the most accurate pass. Schlotterbeck. So we're still where we started right now. Serginho. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And he lines up a cross. Oh, good effort! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Morocco really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's destined for the flank. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Diop. Hakimi. Riyad. Now Mazraoui. Aims beyond the defence. Simeone. Simeone's... He leaps for it! Oh, crossbar! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking early. No, he's overshot the green. El Ainawi. Hakimi. Crunching tackle. Vardiol has been caught there, it's a foul. And it's Serginho. He is through here. Aimed at the far side. Impressive jump. Has another go. Kovacic. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mazraoui can get it clear. That's good play. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Ferran Torres. Knocks it into space, and he shoots! Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Shevchenko. Brahim Diaz. El Ainawi. That has been slung wide. Kamavinga. Diop. And it's Hakimi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. Shevchenko has it in a wide position. Tries to cross. Oh, great leap! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
El Ainawi tries to clear. Pinches it off him. And this is... And the finish! And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Spain certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, shooting chance! And that is well cleared. El Ainawi. Now Mazraoui. El Kanous.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And Unahi. He's looking wide. Mazraoui finding himself in space. That's a decent clearance. Shevchenko can be a real threat inside the box. Hakimi. A vicious ball here. And this is Shevchenko. And he's managed to get free. Closing in on goal. Chance! And that's a tiny finish. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
He has found the way through. Shevchenko! Oh, he's been caught napping. And again.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Serginho gets a foot in here. Now it's Ferran Torres. Decent chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Spain have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Riyadh. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Unahi. Oh, sweet feet. Tries to play it through. Mazraoui gets into a good position.
Cambio de jugadores.
Morocco can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And he gets rid in a hurry. It's a searching pass. Kim Min-jae is there to clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Shevchenko being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Morocco have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
A case now of complete control. Kovacic. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Shevchenko. Ferran, and a chance! Goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Spread to the right. So what can they make of this? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a good ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's in plenty of space here. Very nicely done. And it's Camavinga. Tries a measured ball. There's the header! Hakimi. And that's another good win of the ball. Ferran Torres. And the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kovacic, Camavinga, Amrabat. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran Torres. Bruno gets his hands on it, and that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Ferran Torres!
He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Can he get on the end of this? Belgium disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to bet against this guy Tielemans, Peter, having a telling influence here. He's best deployed in a central midfield position, and it's from there he can really influence the team's possession. He can dictate games and get his passing right pretty much every time in terms of length, pace and weight.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Tielemans, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tries to play it through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Castagna is wide and looking to get onto this. Castagna is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Serginho in acres of space out wide. Chance for a shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Meunier. And it's Amadou Onana. Over to the right flank. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Shevchenko. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Shevchenko! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Pressing high and with purpose. Kovacic. Ferran Torres. Shevchenko. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Tielemans. 15 minutes till half-time. Simeone. Shifted it to the flank. Serginho has the space. And a header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Castagna. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tielemans. Doku. De Bruyne. Oh, good spread. He's in plenty of space here. Ferran Torres. And this is Shevchenko. Kovacic. Serginho. And it's played it. Oh, good effort! Chance again. No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's De Bruyne. Threads one in. Kovacic is always looking to break lines. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Serginho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. This looks promising. Now the impressive job against the crossbar. Just not quite happening for him just now. Onana. Tielemans. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Serginho. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And if you do have a chance,
How would you
today,
review the
please
first
take some
half?
time out to
Well, I
give
think
your
it's a
support
case
to our
of so
Venice
far,
Stadium
so
Fund.
good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Spain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Serginho looking to receive it in space. Onana. Here's Doku. De Ketelara. That has been cut short. Serginho, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Ferran Torres. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tielemans. And it's Castagna. Camavinga. And it's Molina. And Simeone opts for safety. Swung over. Pinches it off him. Shevchenko. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Spain are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now it's Doku. Spread to the right. Trossard. Meunier. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shevchenko under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's De Ketelara. Molina. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
In towards the back stick. That is a brilliant interception. Trossard. Tielemans. And it's De Bruyne. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's delightful. And it's De Bruyne. And he's forced to go back. Serginho. Looking for the run. Ferran Torres finding himself in space. Tielemans. And that has put paid to that. Great vision. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! Well, now it's oh, it's fallen loose again!
Substitution for Belgium. Number 17.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 11, Doku. Number 8, Yuri Tielemans. Coming on the field.
Cleared away.
Number 9, Lukaku. Number 19, number 23.
Out for a throw. Well read, nice interception.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Can he get it through? Great chance! And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Belgium really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And it's Meunier. Spain can consider themselves just about safe now. Molina. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Trossard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good ball, good take. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Kovacic is offering a wry smile there.
Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Castagna. Morera. And this is Lukaku. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Castagna. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belgium are looking to... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Serginho voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Please join me in wishing
My
all
thanks
the
to
best
Jim.
for members
We both
of
wish
our
you
fan
a very
club
good evening.
celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Oh, he's having a go! Shevchenko! This guy is class!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
England are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Simeone. And it's Molina. Molina, and he's whipped it across. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Ferran Torres. Simeone. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Madueke. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Great vision. That is a great pick out. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Stood up well to him there. Camavinga. And here's Ferran Torres! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Quality ball. Simeone. That's been slipped through. Pass is just off target. Stones. Bellingham. Here's Gordon. And it's Molina. Ferran Torres has it in a wide position. Kovacic! And it's there! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Serginho. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here. Oh, good climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Konsa, James, Anderson, and it's James. Now this could be a chance. It's Kane! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Rice with the short one. O'Reilly. Decent chance! Deftly away. Madueke has the space to scheme. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Madueke. It's a goal kick. Camavinga. Simeone. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played through for the wide man. Shevchenko! Final touch was poor. Anderson. Spain heading towards the half-time break. A win very much in their sails. It's a pretty loose pass. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! And that's a good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. O'Reilly. And this is Kane. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Can he get onto this? Gordon.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's played through for him. And no, that was never going to make it. He's picked his way through. Threads one in. Simeone.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
James.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And it's Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he finish? It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
El descenso.
Spain are having a ball here. O'Reilly. Now Stones. And the referee has blown for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Spain really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Spain have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So, into the second half. That's going right the way across. Gordon. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Ferran Torres. Shevchenko. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Stones. And it's James. Now it's Kane. Anderson. Oh, nice touch. It's a good-looking delivery. And that has been knocked clear.
England clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And this is Kane. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up. He's having a pop! Oh, it's come off the upright. Pressing high and with purpose. Vardio. And it's Serginho. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Madueke.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Shevchenko. Ferran Torres, looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Konsa. Anderson. Now it's Bellingham. Spread it left. Vardio. Kovacic. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, good read. Now it's Madueke. Now it's Kane. No way through there. Molina. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hangs in across. James with the clearance. Simeone. He's had a shot! No, it's wide.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Spence.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Simeone. Sergi, big chance! It's hit the upright. And that's past the post.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Anderson for Rice. Pinches it off him. Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
England making further changes here and in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Gordon picks it up out wide. Out towards the flank. Well, that's a little loose. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Throw in. Eze. Another throw in. Lovely feet. He's in a great position here. And he's straight offside. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Gordon, and it's made its way to him.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And it's Shevchenko. He's having a hit! Oh, terrific save.
Shevchenko probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Nice interception, well timed. England have the chance to go the other way. Kim Min-jae. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Shevchenko. Anderson. And it's Rice.
Habrá
looking
4
wide.
minutos de descuento.
Now it's Kane. Showing good feet. Great defending, strong and determined. Kovacic. And the counter is on. But that has not gone well. Anderson. Knocks it into space. And there goes the final whistle. Spain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Ferran Torres just could not help himself, could he? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. And the shot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Doué. Hernandez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Schlotterbeck. And Serginho. And here's Kovacic. No, that's been intercepted. Hernandez. And it's Rabiot. Saliba. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Hernandez. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. And that should get the job done. And it's Rabiot. Threads one in. Guardiola clears without hesitation. Not the most convincing of passes. And he's picked it up out wide. Tries to pass it through. Getting up there! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Le numéro 18.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Flashes it across. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Serginho.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Camavinga, distributed tidily. Hangs in a cross. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Koundé for Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. And this is chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Space for him to turn and look. Header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Ferran Torres certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Olise. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found a way through, and the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Now that is commitment to the cause. France are looking to go forward now. Chouameni, that's a good ball out wide. Dembele. Ferran Torres has found the net here, of course. Shevchenko. Decent chance! That's another chance! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Half-time coming up and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He's picked his way through. Ball swung. There's the header! Goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That is a great pick out. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Pour l'équipe d'Espagne. Après 42 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 17.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Simeone. Well, that is one way to stop him. Goes for a shot! And that's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
44 minutes de jeu par
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Saliba. And it's Koundé. Aim forwards. Now it's Olise.
3 minutes.
Molina. It's Camavinga. Stood up well to him there. That's destined for the flank. Serginho's and a header! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring!
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Le numéro
How many? Just how many? And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Spain enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. So straight into the second half. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Olise. Now this could be... And the finish! It's a goal! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
après 54 minutes de jeu. Le numéro 10.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Kovacic is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Serginho. Koundé cuts it out. Impressive jump! He's on it, can he get away? Delivers with... Oh, great leap! Well taken goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Saliba, Upamecano, and it's Dembele. That's Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. Simeone did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Almost an hour gone. Chouameni engages and forces him off the ball. And he's picked out the run. Shevchenko. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Simeone. Shevchenko being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Pete.
Great chance!
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Torres! Front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Serginho! And it's played into... He's rising! Long ball looking to counter. Well, that's well spotted. Kovacic. Chouameni into the channel. Now it's Barcola. Molina and Simeone. Spread it left.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's under a lot of pressure there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Olise. And he welcomes it in. Well, that's a little loose. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Serginho. That's a cute ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Camavinga. Spread out to the left. It's a good-looking delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. In again. Oh, good climb! Oh, it needed better placement. Koundé, Chouameni, and it's Koundé, and Upamecano, Rabiot, and it's Chouameni, Hernandez, he's looking wide, Barcola, Molina simply refused to be outdone there. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's been hooked away. Now it's Ferran Torres, played out to the left flank. It's a promising position.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
He slings, he leaps for it! And that's a sharp finish! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
But pour l'équipe d'Espagne.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Saliba. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pass is just off target. Upamecano with the clearance. That's that, the end. Spain can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, that is asking, and the shot! Goal, Spain! And that's got him off to a flyer.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Santos are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Paredes. That's going wide left. He's having a hit! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Yamal. Shevchenko. Can he finish? Well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Can he get on the end of this? He's under a lot of pressure there. Goes for the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 12. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 23. Teremos uma
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played into space. Ferran Torres picks it up out wide. Back to the keeper it goes. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Caicedo. Paredes. Great vision. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Getting up there! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's been played through. Just a keeping chance! Paredes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Senesi with the foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Pacho for Ferran Torres. Caicedo. Aimed beyond the defence. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. Molina. Can he get it through? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kovacic knocks it into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Spain making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Saka. Oh, important interception. Cherki distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's being shifted off it. Saka. No way through there. He's shifting through the gears here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now, can they get him away? Saka. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's played in here. Paredes. Molina cuts it out. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Ferran Torres. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Senesi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tries to play it through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to get it clear. And the referee has signalled for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Spain firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So we're straight back at it. Isak! Sensational from Isak! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is an explosive start to the second half. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
No way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Corner number 2 then. Spain are looking to go forward now. But that has not gone well. Molina is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Caicedo. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Molina gets a foot in here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Laporte. Saka. It's come to nothing. Spain are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chance here to counter. That is a great pick out. Now, who's going to be first to this? Isak showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's picked his way through. Yamal's cross. Chance, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Defending of the desperate variety. Cherki. And now they can spring out of defence. Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he was quick to react. Looking for a runner. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Spain have their second corner now. Tacho with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's having a shot! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Spain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Paredes did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, good-looking ball. And he can clear it away. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's having a pop! Brilliant from Ferran Torres! A finish right from the top draw. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Spain with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rodri spots it and intercepts. Rooney chasing after it. Now that's well seen too. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Threads one in, and this is Shevchenko. Works it forward. Good read, needed to be.
I suppose if you're playing in an attacking position in this team, then having a craftsman like Rui Costa beside you is a dream.
He's in most people's lists of great number 10s.
I'm going to go along with that too.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nuno Mendes. Crosses it into the area.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
In with the challenge. Senesi with a definite foul there. Quickly taken. And here's Yamal. It's a pretty loose pass. Kovacic. Oh, well played.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now it's Yamal, looking for options for movement. Just the keeper in his way. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Yamal. Played in with purpose. Tries to play it through. Great vision. And he plays one through. And that is well cleared. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Early ball out from the back. That's a sharp pass. Camavinga showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a chance for Spain to break. He's had it taken off him. Aims beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shevchenko is herring after that one.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Shevchenko, brilliantly cut out. And he's gone long. Oh, that's a key interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass. Now that looks a decent ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out.
Could be danger here. Hangs in across.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Camavinga venturing down the left. Knocks it into space. And that's aimed into the middle. And the finish! And it's there! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Now this could be a chance. Yamal! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Pinches it off him. Senesi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kovacic, that's a nicely weighted pass.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No, that's been intercepted. It's Rui Costa. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. Rooney, never the sort to be shot shy. Now it's Mbappe. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Yamal. Saka. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's being shifted off it. Tries to pass it through. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Pubil was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Oh, what a mistake! Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. Saka. Laporte promptly onto that, and that is that. Rodri. Can he get it through? That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Shevchenko.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's been cut out, well played. Spain are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Shevchenko. Pubil does well to get it back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Shevchenko. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So here comes the substitution. Pass somewhat off target, and he was quick to react. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a throw-in. Well, the voices from the stands are becoming that much more frantic now. They are doing everything they can to help the team.
Well, it's often understated, but they can have an impact on games like this. It's time to respond in kind, up their game. Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Rodri. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Messi, and it's Messi. And he shoots! And he has kicked it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Desperate defending required here. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Right, Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. Vardiol gets into a good position. Very nicely done. That'll be a throw. Yamal. And no, that was never going to make it. And that will be the final act. Spain have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover, or worse? I just think we should offer our congratulations.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad...